Hey everyone, welcome to Z's Bees. We're going to do a quick check of some honey supers, and then we are going to check on the end hive, which was the super seizure hive, where I believe the bees are checking or were requeening themselves because they weren't satisfied with the other one. So these ones here, we're just checking supers. I grab my smoker. And we'll see what we can add or not add. So again, this is a honey super. It's over a queen excluder. The first box I always put of all drawn comb that I have, and then the second one I'll start to checker, and that's what you want to see in your honey super. So I'm not adding it too soon. So let's see what they're bringing in. Do we have nectar? Nice demeanor to these bees. This is the third one in. There's some weight to it. And if you can get real close, you can see the nectar. All right. The center one, that's the one that they would have likely filled first. There's a lot of weight to this one. And you can see, we'll come nice and close. We'll hold it on there.
Wow.
All of them are working. And if you look at it from the side, they're already drawing it out. That's the benefit of using 9 frames instead of 10. Now you have to do that with drawn comb. You can't just put undrawn in there or they'll build wonky comb. So that's all I want to see there. Like I said, this was all drawn comb. This box has 10 frames and I checkerboarded them, meaning that I have one beautiful drawn comb next to a foundation. When they start to work on the one, a lot of times they work on the other. So it alternates drawn, undrawn, drawn, undrawn. So those bees that were on the inner cover, we're going to gently slide this back, that way we don't squish them all. I think we hit it just in time that by the time they fill this one, or the first one, they'll be ready to move up. So let's just jump over one hive quick. Ma, if you want to come over here. We'll check this one. This is probably my strongest hive in the sense of I did a split. They're calm. The queen lays just a crazy awesome brood pattern. If I were to start getting into queen grafting, I would probably use this as my breeder queen. And they got this glued down pretty good. Awesome population again up above. It's a little breezy out today. I don't have to worry about the queen being up there. But these are all the bees that transfer the honey from the foragers, or the nectar from the foragers, and they bring it up and they place it. And I got bees, if you want to come right over top, there's bees working in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames. Let's check one of the middle ones here. Oh, look at this. This is a perfect example. You see the one bee is transferring through the proboscis of the other one. That's a couple different things. Likely it's a transfer of nectar in which the enzymes gets added. They clean off. She goes down and she'll start to go to work. I don't know how close you got on that, but that's...
I think you could see that.
So essentially what that means is the foragers that go out and get the nectar are not the ones that store. But you can see there, they're really starting to fill that up. There's not as much weight to this one, but there's a lot that's in there working. So with that, this time of year, we're going to keep them working. Because I have 10 frames, I checkerboarded. I'm pulling them nice and tight inside. Again, a little trick so you don't squish them. If you just pop them down, take it, gently slide it in. Close this one up. It's the best part of beekeeping is when all you have to do is put a box on top. All right, still in a single deep from when I did the splits. To give you an idea, these hives right here were also split at the same time. They are 2 deeps and a honey super on them. These ones, this one here is still in the single deep. I had the initial caged mated queen that I put into this hive fast, just to get some of these ants away. All right, let's see. Calm demeanor. I believe it was I think it was this frame here where we saw the cell in there, what I believed was a super seizure cell. We see they're still not expanding a whole lot, but if they had to requeen and she had to go out and get mated, I'm going to be real gentle when I lift these. That's all nectar. It's all nectar there. So they're going out, they're foraging. Some of these original bees are getting a little old. Okay, so this is a little concerning because she might be getting real, well, there's the original queen. And it's getting real light here. That other queen might be getting ready to hatch out. So we'll see in the coming day or two if they're looking to swarm or if they're looking to requeen. I thought she would have been hatched by now. So that's either an unsuccessful egg. Again, almost no eggs in there. Put this one in there. That queen cell looks like maybe she's getting ready to hatch out. This one had some other cells on it. Now, of course, there's a very nice brood pattern. And there's a very nice brood pattern. So I don't know what we're dealing with here. Let's see what these other frames look like. Okay, so that queen is laying. She's allowing that cell in there. Here's a nice brood pattern. There's a nice brood pattern. So now we have 2 full frames of brood. Let's see how far over we go. So I think that queen tricked me. Maybe it just took her a minute to get going. And there is this hive is getting ready to swarm. So what I'm going to do with this hive is we're going to break them down. We're going to split them because they're going to swarm any day. That's what a swarm cells look like. Swarm cells. And it looks like that one already got torn down. They're getting ready. What in the heck? So this is my second frame over. This will be a perfect frame to split with. I'll use one of my nucleus colonies, and hopefully there's another frame with an egg in it. Those are beautiful. All right, so this hive tricked me. They were not superseding her. They were getting ready to swarm. And I think they're probably within 24 hours of hatching out. That cap is really getting light. I think that queen inside is starting to chew her way out. Hey everyone, just wanted to point out or show everyone what I did. So obviously this was the location here that I had the hive that I found the swarm cells in. So I put the capped queen cells in this hive here, and the original queen was moved over, and once I verified she was over there, I shook most of the bees over here, and a lot of the foragers and everything are going to return over to this hive. So the goal is that she continues to lay over here, and based on the brood pattern, maybe she's going to develop into be a nice queen, and then the goal here is that one of those queens would be able to come out and get mated and come back. So we'll see. This would be an ideal hive if I was running like 2 or 3 frame nukes that I could split up some of those frames that had cells on it. I just don't have that ability right now, nor do I really want that many queens, I guess, at this point in the year. So it's getting to be sunset, pretty cool down here. If I zoom in on the raspberries, I don't know if it'll pick it up, but there's just a ton of bees in there.